Happy Nintendo Direct Day! What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Kit Reacts, where we do a lot of reacting and also a lot of feeling quite tired during. Nintendo Directs in particular are quite a nightmare for them. So, we're just gonna do a few minutes of talk about predictions and stuff, and then we'll hop on to the Direct stream and have some fun. So, lately, there's been a lot of rumours flying around about a Nintendo Direct. Largely because it's been about 6 months since the last one. And therefore, when a Direct hasn't happened in a while, we start to talk. The biggest rumour that we should talk about is the fact that there's supposed to be Zelda remasters coming to Switch. You know, we knew about them for quite some time. Well, I say that, they were a foregone conclusion for quite some time. Because Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD were on a console that was doomed from the get-go. So, as you can imagine, Nintendo's going to want to capitalise on the work that Grezzo did back then. In theory. There's the Metroid Prime remasters, which are arguably a little bit more interesting because we're only getting one of the games, and apparently it's built from the ground up. Some say it's in the engine for Metroid Prime 4, some say, well, some just don't specify. But yeah, so we've got all sorts to kind of hope for. I'm hoping for F-Zero. I always hope for F-Zero, as you probably know if you know anything about me. I'm not really into Splatoon or anything, so I don't really care about that, and it's just released anyway. Off the top of my head, I don't really know about Rumour Mill because I've chosen to start avoiding it because of the fact that it gets annoying when all the discourse surrounding Nintendo is about the rumours, rather than the fact that they're dickheads. NSO is probably getting an update today. It's been a while. It's been quite some time since the N64 update. Maybe the Game Boy? Maybe. I don't really know. I don't really know what to expect from that. But, yeah. So, we're 5 minutes from the beginning of the Direct, and yeah, I'm ready more than ever. It's quite a tingly feeling I get inside whenever it comes to a Nintendo Direct, because there's something special about it. You know, even if the Direct is bad, you know you're going to have some degree of a good time. Even if, like, it's really bad. I'll do that on the night. Because you don't know what's coming. You never know what's coming. So, yeah, I'm quite excited for the Direct. I will say, Nintendo haven't been impressing me as of late. They actually haven't really existed as of late. But in general, they've kind of been a bit stagnant. Like, when Nintendo aren't being forced to do things, they tend to get quite complacent. Realistically, I'd much rather they revealed that basically they were gonna... I'd much rather they were sticking to schedules and stuff. When E3 got cancelled for no reason this year, it meant that Nintendo knew they could get away with not showing shit because they're forced to, apparently. Because it's not a good idea to be the one major player in the industry that doesn't do something at a big event. As it happens, they were still the one company that didn't do shit this year. But, yeah. The one thing I think we will hear about today is the Mario movie. And believe me, the trailer to that will be an interesting one, to say the least. It's I'm actually hopeful for the Mario movie because I'm not going into it hoping for this ultra serious take on the Mario series or even a half competent take. I'm going into it hoping that they take some heavy inspiration from the old TV shows from many of our childhoods. So, yeah, without further ado, we're about to get there as soon as I do this. Because why wouldn't I be caught at playing Zelda? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. So yeah, we will get moving. So with 3 minutes to go, Chris Pratt is Mario, which is where we were at around a year ago, I believe. I actually think it might have been the September Direct back then. Yeah, it feels like forever ago. Kirby's had a lot of love since, and when Kirby gets love, you know that it's going to be a good time. Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread was the greatest thing going. It's the best game on Switch, in my opinion. By far. I mean, obviously, I don't like Breath of the Wild at all. Which is sad, considering I initially loved Breath of the Wild. But I don't like parts of a franchise that get rid of what makes the franchise good. I don't like The Last Jedi. I don't like anything along those lines. Although, in fairness, the reasons I don't like The Last Jedi are a bit more complicated and a bit more focused on the bullshit with The Force Awakens. You know, a bit more focused on all that. This is the part where Discord reminds me a bunch of things. Yeah. Yeah. On the note of Breath of the Wild 2 might get something today, but I wouldn't expect a release date just yet. Given that I'm expecting it a bit later next year. The Zelda Fund is all prepared. I don't know what to expect. But it's now 3 o'clock. They're not actually streaming this on Nintendo UK. Because of the Queen. Knock it down a bit. Okay, there we go. Are we ready? Fire Emblem, right? Yeah, Fire Emblem. That's Lee, isn't it? Marth, Ike. I don't know if that's actually out there, but a huge sequel. Wasn't there a second Fire Emblem Warriors coming out? Funny Elf Man. I mean, I'm still not a Fire Emblem fan. I just flat out don't like most of Fire Emblem. Okay, this looks like a Warriors game a bit. I think there was talk about this game. Fire Emblem Engage. The fuck? So this is a traditional Fire Emblem game. Yeah, I will say, Pokemon gets all that shit about not really doing much with the graphics. Fire Emblem is just as bad for it, if not worse. Like, these are very, very uninspired backgrounds, in my opinion. But I don't really take issue with that as such. But I do think that games like this should probably push it a bit further, because they haven't got as much to load in at once. RTS games and RPGs. But it's irrelevant. I'm not really mad. I'm done being mad at Nintendo games for being weak. January 20th. Well, that's the opening game for next year. That's interesting. Hello, my old friend. Yeah. I can actually feel Ethan screaming from here. Hi, Ethan, if you're watching, by the way. Okay, yeah. I've heard lots about this game. Yeah. W. That's always a good thing. That is always a very good thing. What's this then? Ooh. Ooh. That's nice. That style is nice. Okay. Lost Memories. Bit of an annoying trope in gaming now. Nice music. Really? It's an old game then. I might look into it. I am quite into the fact that these days I don't care about Xenoblade at all. I didn't like the original, and I probably won't like the rest of the series, but What I was going to say is I'm quite into the fact that the Switch is an excuse for a bunch of unreleased previously games for the West. Or in general, really, given Dread's existence. But it's an opportunity for us to kind of push the limits a bit and, like, bring stuff that once upon a time wouldn't have been profitable in the West. Because we're in a world where, at the very least, lost media people will be quite into it all. And yet, we're never going to get Mother 3, so... Bit weird that they've got such a big expansion pass for it, but yeah, that's just me. Josh would be very happy if he weren't busy right now. This is that game that I was talking about with a lot of people. Okay. Oh, Street Fighter. No? Fist of the North Star. That's the one. I'm not really an anime person, so... By the way, on that note, I'm aware that I called Scar Musafa the other day. I apologise. I was tired. I still am, really, but, like... Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. You know what was a good game? Wii Party. We used to have a blast on that game every weekend. Me and my brother did. Back in the day. Okay. It's going to be a port and remake fest today, I think. What am I supposed to say regarding this? Oh my god. Forever Entertainment SA, Front Mission 2, blah, 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 blah. How vague do you want to be? Interesting. I don't know what this is, but told ya, port and remake fest. wonderful. So if I raise them to be a fucking criminal, can they rob banks? That's what I should call someone in a game. I amuse myself at this point. I have to, because or else I end up sat here bored. Oh, God. It just came out. Come on now. I miss Callie and Mary. I just do, okay? I do. I think you should stop talking about games that released less than a week ago. Oh, this could be interesting. There goes the interesting part. Oh, it's one of these again. Is this triangle strategy? Watch me be wrong again. I am always wrong. Oh, God. They're going to spend way too long talking about this, aren't they? Like every JRPG on Switch. This is what happens when your console is underpowered, by the way. It ends up being the JRPG machine. Which... I don't think a console should rely solely on JRPGs. Because it's a perfectly valid viewpoint to take to not be into them. Western RPGs have a bit more going for them. You know, they're like Skyrim or whatever. You go in and you actually do stuff, but a traditional JRPG is shit like this. It's just not fun. Like, in my opinion, it's not a universal thing, but like, I've never been overly fond of JRPGs. I could just about put it with Pokemon. Good for you. We're only 15 minutes in. Okay. I shouldn't be this tired. It's not even that early or late. It's 3:15. It's the end of school. Or at least as it used to be. Most schools change their times to either be later or earlier than this. I just remember the days of looking forward to that time. So yeah, there's so much to look forward to at the moment. Watch the rumours be completely wrong, by the way. Okay. Oh my god, feet rhythm. That's an ancient thing. I mean, I vaguely remember playing a demo for one on the 3DS. It's a bit ridiculous, to be honest, that all these games get paid DLC now. I do. I don't mind paid DLC, but I think far more games need to just be made and sold, really. As is, you know. No more. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. And now. For reference, I hate the rabbits. Like, I completely hate the raving rabbits. And you're going to be reminded why in this trailer, I think. Let it continue so I can explain after. Not going to mention it. Basically, my line of thinking with the rabbits is that it's their fault that the 3D Rayman series is dead. To add insult to injury, Rayman has actually been confirmed for Sparks of Hope. Which means that Rayman is now a cameo in the Rabbids games as opposed to the Rabbids being part of the Rayman games. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is unacceptable. You know, that is not a good thing. The Raving Rabbids are minions before minions. I can't stand them. I have never been able to stand them, really. I liked the time travel game, but that's about it. I don't really. Interesting. Ooh, this is important. This is actually important. I need to stop bitching about Rayman for a minute. Yeah. Really? Really? But you're actually re-releasing it. What did you do? How are you planning on getting around what happened before? But Mario Party's banned. Come on, there's only one thing I want to know. Good to know you remember it exists. No. There's something else that's more important. There's something more important. Perfect Dark. No. Goldeneye. Ow. Holy shit. They managed to figure it out. We've been talking about it for years. I believe that gives credence to the rumour. Wait, what game is this? Okay. My thumb really hurts because I clapped like that. They shouldn't have released this game as they did. It's ridiculous that it's taken this long. Just delay the game next time. That was really exciting. Another JRPG. Wave 3 of the boost, of course. Yes. At least they've boosted the quality of these passes, to be fair. Like, fair play to them. They did improve from the criticism. Which, by the way, is why you should never just sit and take it when a company tries to give you below average. Like, what they did to Coconut Mall wasn't acceptable. And I think it's important that people remember that they can change things. There's something else now. Oh boy. Another game that was released in an appalling state. Like, I have Switch Sports. It's not in a good state. It's not acceptable to release games that are unfinished. So, you're telling me Switch Sports should have released this holiday instead of whenever it actually released? Al Newman? It's happening. It's happening. Everyone run. Everyone hit the deck. No. Miyamoto, get off my screen before you break the internet. What? Arlo is currently quaking in his boots. Oh my god. Why are you talking about Pikmin? Why are you talking about Pikmin? Does this mean... Does this actually mean it's happening? Ain't nothing more to port to the Switch, I guess. Well, there is, but like, they won't. They don't need to. They could emulate it. They don't even need to port it. What's going on? What's going on? Miyamoto, shut up about the AR game. We don't care about the AR game. What's going on? Why are we talking about the shitty mobile game? No. Why are we talking about... Please, I'm not ready. It's... This is the die. I can actually hear his screams from this side of the globe. I can hear Arlo screaming his head off. I can hear it all. I can actually hear him screaming in my head. Arlo is screaming. Are you going to apologise to Arlo for making him wait several years? What? Okay, Arlo's been thrown a bone. Fuck, man. I mean, this is just dance. Just Dance hasn't been brilliant in years. Discover a never-ending party experience. Blah, 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 blah. Season of Death. I might have to mute that part of the video anyway. I'd forgotten to mute it as we went along because I'm not really entirely with it right now. Bayonetta 3 stuff. About time. It's nice to see the game actually managed to make it close. Bayonetta's an interesting one because I struggled with Bayonetta 1 so much and then I just stopped playing in the middle of 2. The creator what now? Now if we're just saying words. Oh, blimey. Interesting. Oh, my thumb still fucking kills. Okay. Is that... Okay. Okay. That's not as good as I would hoped. Fuck off. Don't suppose we've got any more first-party stuff to explain, because we're only getting one of the... Well, we're either getting one or two things. Anyway, go play Resident Evil 4 on the VR on Oculus Quest. Go play Resi 4 VR. It's better. Okay. Okay, that's great. 38. And this time. Okay. Sorry, I'm aware that I kind of just cut out there. There's not a lot really to say at the moment. What's it going to be? Okay, a Kirby thing. Great. Wonderful. Nah, no. This won't be the last thing they do. Okay. Okay. Please something good. Please something good. Please. Zelda. 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 I mean, it certainly looks like Zelda. It is Zelda. Those are moblins and bokoblins. Okay. That's Zelda. Like, herself. I will say, despite me not liking Breath of the Wild, this game looks brilliant. I need to know when the fun's for. Oh. Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. Got a release window for me? Got a release window? 12th of the 5th, 2023. I think that's... It's the American way. Yes! I have until May. It's great. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye. Sorry about that zoning out thing again. I'll just cut it out, I think. I don't know. Bye.